Today I'm going to show you exactly how to resize a layer in Photoshop 2024. If you've ever been frustrated by layers that are just a bit too large or too small for your design, stick with me. I'll walk you through the simple process, and by the end you'll be able to resize any layer with confidence. Let's get started. First things first, go ahead and open up Photoshop on your computer. If you're using Photoshop 2024, everything I'm about to show you will look familiar, but don't worry if yours looks just a bit different. The steps should still get you there. Once Photoshop is open, open up your project or the image you'd like to work with. Now look up at the menu bar along the top of your screen. You should see a list of options like File, Edit, Image, and so on. You're going to want to click on Image. This is where Photoshop keeps all the controls for adjusting the actual dimensions of your image, and it's where we'll find the option to resize. After you click on Image, a drop-down menu will appear. From here, find and select Image Size. When you click on this, a new window will pop up showing you the current width and height of your image. Now, before we jump right into changing those numbers, take a moment to look at what's there. It's helpful to know your starting point, especially if you want to keep the same aspect ratio so that your image doesn't get stretched or squished. Inside the image size window, you'll see fields for both the width and the height. This is where the real magic happens. Clicking into these fields lets you enter the exact size you want your layer to be, either in pixels, inches, or another unit. Just use the drop-down next to the numbers if you want to switch. If you want your layer to stay in the same proportions, make sure the little chain link icon between width and height is active. That way, when you change one value, the other changes automatically to match, and you won't end up with something oddly distorted. For example, if your current image is a square and you want it to stay a square, keep that link active. If you specifically need a certain width and a different height, feel free to unlock the proportions and enter those values manually. Once you've set the width and height to your liking, take one more look to make sure everything looks right. Don't worry if you need to adjust it again. Nothing is permanent until you click OK. If everything looks good, go ahead and click the OK button at the bottom of the window. Photoshop will take a moment, sometimes just a split second, sometimes a little longer if your image is big, and then you'll see your layer resized right in front of you. And that's it, you've just resized your layer in Photoshop 2024. This skill is super useful whether you're preparing an image for social media, combining graphics, or just making adjustments so your project looks exactly the way you want. If you found this walkthrough helpful, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and drop any questions or tips in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts. And if you want more easy step-by-step Photoshop tutorials, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching and happy editing.